Hey gorgeous ones, let me save myself from looking like a ghost. Hello. Good morning. What's good morning here in Australia? I am excited today. I'm shooting video in my studio, about to go down. My husband, who works with me, is down there setting up. And I'm doing also lots of video content for my high-end empire training, making sure that people really know how to use the process. It's a deep process, high-end empire. Lots of video content and worksheets and documents to help people monetize, own their brilliance, heal, ascend, and really own their power. And I thought I would reach out and say hello. I'm having a really playful time today. Hi Priscilla, hi Love Day, hey everybody. And I just wanted to talk about owning your voice and speaking and why it's so important and why it actually sets you free. We have been fed a myth. We've been told that in order to be liked, to be good women, to please others, that we must suppress, in some way to hide. Hey, gorgeous Laura, right? To hide, to keep it small, to not ruffle feathers. And what happens with that is that we become constricted. We lose our voices, we lose our truth, we begin to distrust ourselves. So learning how to really speak up for our needs and to speak our truth is deeply, deeply healing, because so many of us have been wounded on such a deep level, sometimes consciously and unconsciously, about how deep this actually runs. So I have so many clients and students who can barely get on camera when they come to work with me. I was in that boat myself. Really just, I did not feel comfortable at all. But really, in order for us to deeply, deeply connect with our audience, it always starts with this, connecting deeply to ourselves. So if you're getting ready to speak, number one, take up space, give yourself permission to speak up. And before you do that, I'm just asking you to do an internal inquiry. That inquiry is, well, what do I stand for? What am I here to say? What is my message? Because when you understand what that is, and you allow it to run in your energy and in your veins, it's in your blood, you've given yourself permission to express full on, out loud, no limits, no hesitation. You're done with people pleasing. You have given yourself permission, thank you Stina, to own it, to speak up. I'm not speaking up to get approval. I approve. I will no longer be constricted or wounded or suffocated, right, by the constriction that has been placed on me. So I give myself permission, and in doing that, I really pray, and I hope that I'm doing this, and I think I am with my work, whether you work with me or not, to give us all collectively as women permission to rise up, speak up, and to be heard. Now, whether someone likes what you have to say, that's not on you. What gives me this courage, which comes, as you all know, the word courage comes from heart. What gives me courage is that I'm not here to necessarily be liked. I'm an activator. I'm a leader. I am here to serve. And I'm here to have an effing good time, owning my power, no longer feeling anxious or worried or consumed. Do I come across perfectly? Is everything going to be sort of appeasing? I'm not here to appease, right? I'm here to create a revolution. I'm here to shake things up. So that is actually, it's kind of scary at first, but it's also liberating. It's deeply liberating, because an alchemy happens when you give yourself that permission. An alchemy happens when you step up and stand up. An alchemy happens when you decide that your need to be liked ain't gonna rule you anymore, right? That your need to share your work, your message, your voice, to be a lit up, turned on, vivacious, radiant woman is more important, right? And what has happened for me, and this is beautiful, is that so many women are worried about being judged and ostracized or attacked. And I get that, and I have deep compassion, because in this lifetime, we've probably all been attacked and ridiculed and told to shut up and stand down, that we're not enough. Past lifetimes, probably burnt at the stake, right? But really, at this time, we've already gone through enormous amounts of fear and pain and suffering. So I'm just calling you to allow yourself to be liberated and to use that pain and to make it rain, to use your mess and make it the magic, to make it money, to make it your work in the world where you prosper and then everyone else prospers, right? So that's all I have to say today. I'm inviting you to speak up, to stand up, to take up space, to give yourself permission to hear yourself. Get a piece of paper, tune in, meditate, start writing. What do I need to say? If you aren't going to censor yourself any longer, if you let go of your need to be liked and you focus on service, what is it that you need to say? Most of you know that I have a program, some of you don't, called High-End Empire. It is sacred, it is divine. It is deeply healing. It goes beyond just advanced strategy in business, and we teach all of that, everything from Facebook ads, copy, speaking up, owning your power, pricing, packaging, monetization, the whole shebang. And we teach femme business and deeply owning your voice, and it's a collective divine sisterhood. I have some of my clients and students, divine women, on this live stream listening. I have women who are changing things up. They're game changers. They're owning their power. They're selling 10,000 a month, 20, 30, 40, 50. Some have come in and they weren't earning any money, and they made the choice. They decided to, despite their fear, to invest, right? So if that's something that speaks to you, the best thing to do is to reach out to me or just post below and I'll send you an overview of our curriculum. I'm going to go and shoot my final stage of my video for my new website, High-End Empire. We have 2 different tiers, just a digital offer with a Facebook group, and then we have the Diva Mind High-End Empire, which comes with over 24 calls in a year. You get support Monday to Friday on our Sacred Diva Mind group, and it's pretty intense. It's like a high-end, beautiful, juicy, rich, supportive, loving, sacred, and holy mastermind. So if any of that resonates with you, just reach out to me, or you can book in for a chat. You can chat to one of my Diva advisors at CEO Diva Consult. CEO Diva, Diva standing for divine, consult.com, and they'll talk you through your work, where you want to go, what's been stopping you, and we'll see if we're a match. And if we are, they'll invite you to make a decision and choice about whether you'd like to work with us or not. We don't do hard sell. I only work with people that are really hell yes. Best choice, Love Day says, you need a guide who does the work herself, aka Ingrid. Thank you, gorgeous. Love Day has done incredibly well. I won't share her sales, but she's done so beautifully, and she's been an absolute beautiful, amazing contribution. I love her. I love all my students, by the way. They're amazing, talented women. And I think so many women, due to the suppression that we've experienced in our lives, we begin to question ourselves. I get it, and it's time to end that, so that we can go out and do that work and prosper and make money and serve and build empires that really not only serve others but actually serve ourselves, so that we're not in sort of energetic financial suffering any longer. I used to run my business like a charity, and it literally almost burnt me, honestly. It was like I was poisoning myself, and I'm done with it. I now, because of what I've been able to do, I'll be pushing my daughter on a swing. I'll be I was at Dreamworld one weekend and sold a $12,000 package to come into High-End Empire. And I'm not saying that to rant and rave on about myself, but before I used to almost like work for free. It was ridiculous. There was a lot of suffering until I really earned my power and my voice and the value of my work. You're priceless. It's not the value of you. So don't make that mistake. You're valuing the outcome and the transformation of your work. Now, most women that I know, that I attract so many deep, divine, sacred healers, mystics, channels, business coaches, amazing women, right? And their work is so vital, it's so potent, it's so crucial, and it's so needed, and it's worth 10-fold or 100-fold than what you're probably going to be charging. Even if you're charging 5,000, 10,000, it's worth so much more. So really start to begin to really feel into that. What's the real true value of your work? Not of you, of your work. Okay, guys, I'm sending you so much love. Mwah. Blessings. Bye. Sorry, I'm going to pull this off. Okay, guys, sending you so much work. And please don't hesitate. If you've been watching me for a while, probably by now you know what I'm made of. And just speak to one of my girls if you want to have a chat with someone and really just tune in and see if it's right for you. You can start making a heckload more money once you own your power, you get the right support, and you just decide. You have to make a holy vow to get out of the funk, to get out of sacrifice, to get out of scarcity. It has to become like a full embodied sacred vow. The other part of it usually is if your backup is against the wall right now and you are in suffering, I'm telling you, you're right to rise, because unfortunately with the human condition, including myself, like I'd had enough. I was completely, hey Suzanne, I was completely and utterly over myself, over my drama, over my scarcity, over hustling like a mofo, over exhausting myself, and over like helping so many people to get incredibly great results, and yet I still didn't have much to show for it. My bank account was struggling along. So, it's like ending that cycle, and you can literally end it today. And we usually only do it when we're at that point of, oh my God, I cannot take it any longer. I've got to change things up. So whether you want to make 6 figures, 7 figures, or whatever the deal is, you can change it and do it with the right structure. You need the right energetic structure, the right emotional structure, and the right strategic structure. Okay? Mwah! Kisses! I'm going to go and shoot some video. Okay, lots of love. Bye.